Hello, and welcome to Satisfactory. We have only a single problem today. We need to make a ton of these encased industrial beams, because it seems like every single unlock and building from here on out is gonna need these. Technically, if I go raw on this, then we're gonna need iron, coal, and limestone. However, we already built a steel factory and we've even expanded it. See, the red buildings are the ones that we've expanded. So I'm thinking of just adding the steel encased beams over here as well. Now, if you're asking why, then there is basically this amazing limestone deposit over here. And this is right next to our steel factory. Almost feels like this was intended, right? So we are going to make the most of it. Let us just make sure there aren't any other nearby. And that one is normal, actually. Wait, my entire plan might have just changed instantly. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to build a blueprint that takes in raw limestone, not concrete. So raw limestone from here or anywhere else on the map, combines that with steel and makes the industrial beams. Why steel? Because steel actually uses two different ores and we can't really have all three at the same location. It's a lot easier to just transport the steel from a site where we've already built it. That's what we're doing over there because the coal and the iron is already nearby, so we might as well make the steel over there. Let's get to work, and of course by that I mean let's get rid of these trees. Now the blueprint designer is perfectly clean and we can start working. I'm going to make this for 10 encased industrial beams per minute, and we are going to be using just the vanilla recipes. So we don't need to worry about unlocking anything special. So that means we need 2 assemblers over here. These 2 are going to be making the industrial beams. And then we need 6 more constructors in total. Okay, so this floor is going to be really simple. We are basically going to be stacking 2 of these over here. One shall go straight, the other can go sideways. And let's try to make this as clean as possible. Alright, so that's the bottom half done. Now all we need to do is feed these inputs with concrete and steel beams. That's difficult. These are going to need 60 concrete per minute. That means we need 4 constructors simply making the concrete and 2 constructors making the steel beams. Alright, so these 2 constructors, we're going to task these with creating the steel beams. Why? Because that only needs 2 constructors. So let's just merge the output and put it over here. There we go. And we're going to use the same trick that we used earlier, which is that we're going to stack these splitters and then delete the middle ones and then connect them over here. Let's see if I can fit this. Oh, I can't. This is sad. This should be a lesson. Always give yourself enough space.
A few minutes later.
Here's the reason I had to nudge everything. So we could take in the steel input over here. So 120 steel would go inside here. It'll get split between these 2 constructors. And these constructors are going to be tasked to make steel beams. So 120 steel beams combined. So together they'll be making 30 steel beams per minute. Now I could stop this right here, but I'm not gonna. Basically, the plan is to have a second floor that converts limestone to concrete for us. If you already have concrete, then you can just put it over here instead. And maybe just get rid of the entire second floor that I'm gonna make. Now, unlike my other blueprints over there, I don't want this one to basically be a block. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 constructors on this side. And let's just nudge this over a little bit. There we go. These 2 can merge their output over here. Okay, so the first 2 pairs of constructors are done. Then we also need another one over here. Just one more pair. And yes, this is intentionally uneven.
1 hour later.
Alright, so these 4 constructors up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are going to be making concrete. Yes, I intentionally put them in random places like this. All of their outputs are connected now to this bottom splitter. Let's just confirm. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. Okay. Now we need to connect their inputs, and that's going to be fun. So we're going to start from over here. And this thing is going to take the input from this side. Now, instead of us having to worry about 4 different locations, we need to worry about 3, which is this one. And then these 2 constructors. So let's go ahead and combine these 2 as well into a single one. Alright, so this splitter over here is actually really vital. It's going to feed directly into this constructor, right? It's also going to feed directly into this splitter. And I believe we can also have it come over here as long as we use our brains a little bit. Now, all we need to do is connect the third output of this splitter into this constructor and we're done. So first off, we're going to turn it this way. Okay, I've removed the belt over here so we can actually see what's going on. You need to connect over here. Oh, so you see that slope? That slope is just impossible. And no, we're not going to clip through this one. We're going to do this properly. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this over here. And let's reconnect these two. Now we can just lift this one up and connect it over here. Perfect. This place over here is taking in the steel. So we're going to do a similar one and we're going to feed it the limestone. There we go. And can we use a straight belt over there, please? Thank you. All right. So limestone goes in, goes to the constructors on top. They make concrete, bring it back down over here. On this side, steel goes in, goes to these two constructors. They make steel plates, which is fed into this bottom splitter. Then these two splitters are basically feeding these assemblers. All that's left is just merging the output of both of these assemblers into a single line. And we're done. This over here will be outputting our encased industrial beams. Lovely. Okay, so that's the limestone and these are the steel ingots. And if everything goes well, we should be getting our encased industrial beams out from this side really soon. Slowly but surely, all the materials are going in, despite this place being full of grass. And yes, there we go. You guys are making this stuff. Lovely.
A few minutes later.
All right, so that limestone is now coming over here. That I believe was 120 per minute, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to merge both of these right about here. Where did all of my steel go? Are you not powered? Oh, did I delete a... Oh my god, I think I deleted a random pole somewhere. Just in case we do some future expansions, I want this to be on the same grid. Alright, so this blueprint is around 4x4. This flat side takes in the steel beams. So we're gonna do it this way. There we go. Okay, that connects straight to that one. And this hole can start feeding this splitter right now. Now, the other side over here will take in the limestone. That is nice and straight. Yes. And I believe if I power this up right now... Wait, I put another one on this side as well. Okay. And I believe if I power this up right now, these assemblers should really quickly start chugging out our encased industrial beams. A quick summary of everything that's happening over here. Limestone is going in. It goes up. Those constructors on the top make the concrete. And the concrete is coming back down in these bags. See? On this side, we have a similar thing, except I've hidden a part of it. The steel ingots are going in. Then, if we go inside here, these two constructors on the opposite sides of each other are both making steel plates and sending them down to the middle, which then gets split between the same two assemblers. These will then be outputting the encased beams over here. Now, I haven't seen any specific use for this directly right now. We are going to be nice to our future selves and place a dimensional depot and just put this inside that. At least for now. By the time this video is out, this blueprint will already be uploaded to the Google Drive folder as well. Bye!